To meet consumer demand for a seamless shopping experience, retailers will be focusing on their omni-channel capabilities in 2017.
An important trend in 2017 is the increased political uncertainty that the world is seeing, notably stemming from advanced economies. First of all, we have the impact of the Trump presidency, which has the potential to send economic shockwaves around the world. And secondly, we have the impact of Brexit, with the UK expecting to trigger Article 50 to leave the European Union in March of 2017.
In light of the continued urbanisation of our landscapes, 2017 will see a continued rise in smart city developments to enhance the functioning of our modern-day urban environments.
One of the main stories in the disposable hygiene industry in the coming year will be the impact of the low-income consumer on brand positioning and brand strategies in the developing countries.
2017 promises to be a truly pivotal year for tobacco as manufacturers begin in earnest to attempt to persuade governments and also consumers that their newly developed heated tobacco products represent industry-changing, safer forms of smoking.
New products such as wireless speakers and smart wearables are much more expensive, which helps to drive value sales. Previously, retailers were forced to give discounts just to drive sales, which in turn affect their profitability.
Coffee will continue to grow in popularity in both developed and emerging markets, as consumers are attracted by the coffee culture and the modern way of life that represents.
Already valued at $711 billion this year, the health and wellness industry will continue to grow in 2017. 45 functional products are still strong. Along with this, there is a substantial movement towards a naturally healthy offering, from Asian grains-based foods to vegetable beverages. We also expect the free-from trend to keep booming, with an increasing demand of products such as dairy milk alternatives based on nuts and pulses.
For consumer finance for 2017, we expect more governments to get involved in the consumer payment process, increasing the cost of cash for payments and encouraging card and electronic alternatives.
2017 will see the continued flourishing of clean label as global food and beverage manufacturers continue to move away from artificial ingredients towards simple, natural alternatives. There will also be an enhanced focus on the intersection of corporate social responsibility and sourcing as manufacturers look to gain a competitive edge through ethical initiatives and increased supply chain transparency.
In the fashion industry, 2017 will see further disruption and acceleration in the fashion cycle. This comes as a result of consumers demanding instant gratification and wanting to shop for fashion anytime, anyhow, and on any device.
In 2017, we expect to see an uptick in the performance of categories within personal accessories as macroeconomic conditions in key markets like US and China improves. Affordable luxury brands will continue to see an improvement in their retail sales values as it appeals to both consumers in developed countries that are trading down as well as consumers in developing countries that are looking towards affordable luxury brands.
2016 highlighted the pivotal role of the ever-increasing sugar consumption in the obesity crisis, and the recent WHO recommendation for a minimum 20% tax on all sugary soft drinks not only reinforced this message, but also created a platform for future discussions around the importance of good nutrition.
One of the key trends in 2017 in ingredients will be anti-pollution ingredients, particularly in beauty and personal care. This trend started in Asia Pacific, but it is now certainly global. For example, in China, there's growing concern about health that is driving the trend, whereas Western consumers are more concerned about premature aging. And this will certainly provide exciting opportunities for ingredients. And already we are seeing extracts of moringa seeds and probiotic plant extracts appearing in products.
Key industrial trend for 2017 is going to be acceleration of the fourth industrial revolution, which will allow mass customization and more flexible and interconnected manufacturing processes.
A key trend for the packaging industry in 2017 will be that of flexibility in terms of pack sizing. And we see that especially in relation to smaller pack sizes. Smaller sizes that address consumer health concerns, such as in foods and soft drinks.
We expect steady volume growth for the soft drinks industry in 2017, led by bottled water, by super premium juice, by all-natural ready-to-drink tea, and by coconut water.
Health and convenience will be two keywords for consumer appliances over forecast years, with biggest growth coming from slow juicers and robotic vacuum cleaners. Despite these two product unique price, being more expensive than the traditional models, consumers will be willing to pay for them to enjoy benefits.
Organic as a sustainable agricultural model will attract further interest in 2017. The demand for organic produce is outstripping supply in many markets, showing both a challenge and opportunity for certifiers and brand owners on the value chain.
In 2017, in toys and games, we're expecting to see high growth in random collectible payout toys. So within traditional toys, that means things like Shopkins or Hatchimals, and in video games, it means more DLC that awards random in-game power-ups and collectibles.
So 2017 is likely to be a year of trade wars, largely because US President-elect Donald J. Trump has already signalled his intention to leave the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, and there are big question marks over the future of NAFTA, so we're likely to see rising protectionism in terms of global trade in line with the tide of populism that we're seeing in many developed economies.
Heading in 2017, the global economy is about to face a range of challenges, potentially stemming from Brexit negotiation struggles, deterioration of a global trade environment, and the Chinese economy slowdown.
Following years of positive growth, there is increasing risk of a correction in the US automotive market. However, we are seeing a lot of recovery in key emerging markets, and Western Europe will see increasing demand for replacements for diesel vehicles affected by the emissions scandal of 2016.
In 2017 in fresh food, we're going to see further segmentation at both sides of price spectrum. On one hand, there will be more ranges and alternative products for consumers on tight budgets, and on the other hand, there will be more premium products, value-added products, targeting specific demographics, dining occasions, and consumer aspirations.
It became clear this year that the world's most high-growth consumer food service markets became more difficult to navigate. In 2017, global food service chains will look to restructure their long-term global growth strategies in favor of greater market diversification with more decentralized control for more appeal on a local level.
The eyewear industry in 2017 will be driven by the ever-growing prevalence of eyesight disorders, mainly due to changing lifestyle habits, increasing consumption of blue light, and aging population. Demand will be steady in developed markets and grow fastest in emerging countries such as India and Vietnam.
One of the key trends that we're going to see in 2017 is the luxury goods industry moving more into the experience of luxury. On the one hand, this could be from the point of view of the trend of athleisure, so we may see more luxury clothing brands teaming up with sportswear brands to offer clothing or sportswear. On the other hand, we may see more luxury brands moving into the overall experience of luxury, whether that's from a general well-being point of view or indeed a sports point of view.
Alcoholic drinks is a multifaceted industry, and if I had to choose one trend, I would have to choose among many, and it would be a difficult task. But I think the rise of cannabis in the US and its correlation with the alcoholic industry and its many categories, and the potentially disruptive role that it will play moving forward, will be the one in 2017.
In 2017, we expect the consumer health industry to continue to innovate around the personalization of health needs through a variety of mechanisms like mHealth apps, 3D pill printing and design, and holistic health data monitoring and gathering, all of which stand to be more sophisticated and have wider adoption in the coming year.
In 2017, we will see more digital consumers browsing and buying online, with service-oriented categories such as travel, food service, and online streaming driving such growth. In terms of product-based digital commerce, apparel will drive this storyline, contributing $30 billion in absolute value sales in 2017.